Good morning from Yummy BTV. Wishing you all well, of course, right? So I am looking forward to tonight's fight, part two, Usyk versus Daniel Dubois. What's changed since 2 years ago? Look, Daniel Dubois has been on a crest of a wave and he's been knocking everybody over for fun in his last few fights, right? What he's effectively saying is, they're all getting old now. I'm the next up and coming great thing. I'm just going to walk in and blow Usyk away like I've been doing with everyone else. All right, but hold on 1 minute. All right, let's take it round a little bit here. Talking the body shot in the first fight, right? Borderline, whatever. The only time I've really seen Usyk really hurt was that blow there. So is there a psychological factor there? We're going to find out, because no matter what, he still went on the floor from it. Is it really going to matter? But then that was 2 years ago. Everybody else that he's fought since then would have known about the body shot and was saying that they were going to attack the body. But none of you found any answers down below since that fight. I believe the body shot hype is myth with Usyk. I can't see too many weaknesses. The other thing is this: you've got all the punters coming out saying you've got to close down the ring, push him on the ropes, but none of them sound. They said, yeah, and if the Dubois could just do all that from start to finish, then he wins. He can't win on points with Usyk. Once it goes past the middle rounds, Usyk is a seasoned pro. Cut down the ring, push him onto the ropes, stop him from feet, swarm all over him. Yeah, he will do as soon as he walks straight into that ring. Don't worry about that. Daniel Dubois is coming out firing on all cylinders. But no one has been able to close him down and stop him from moving around and all that. And boxers with higher IQs than Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois, up and coming, he's got the brutal strength at the moment, and a different start to his career with a couple of defeats, which is very rare to see in heavyweight boxing terms, to be able to have turned it all back round and put this great run together. Now look, he will be marching to the ring like he did against Joshua. He'll be walking in there. His behaviour though with his trainer, Don Charles, as well, gets a bit aggressive, Daniel, but it might be a way of gassing himself up, so that he gets ready. Tyson used to do it, but it's a funny way to treat your trainer. I don't really get all that, right? And there's something going on that we don't know. But remember, Daniel Dubois is less verbal, really, with the rest of his character. He's not really the most, not saying he can't talk, but he's not the greatest articulate speaker of all time. So it could be that, that's the way that he gets himself up for it, rather than talking too much, if you get what I mean. So he's basically saying, I'm just going to turn up and he'll march straight through into the ring. Usyk will be waiting for that. Will the age difference count? Look, he's 38, he's 27. All Usyk's fights, there's been some real sticky ones, but I haven't seen him get that hurt yet. I wouldn't say that he's battle and war scarred, even though he's had a long career. A long career where nobody has found the answers quite yet. Is there a first time for everything? Everybody gets older. Everybody's got to lose sometimes. Do they? Really? Not too sure if Usyk's on the decline, so to speak. So, no, my prediction on this one will be Dubois is going to have to come out and take his head off straight away. I can't see nothing else. There's no closing down ring and pushing back on the ropes. Dubois won't be able to do that to Usyk, right? So I still believe I want Daniel Dubois. We want a British undisputed champion. He has to blow him away by round 5, I would say. After that, Usyk gets better and better as the rounds goes on, right? So it could be that he bobs and weaves and sticks about for a little bit rather than exchange and win on points. I don't think so. I just feel like Usyk is a different kind of breed, and I still believe in my heart of hearts it's going to end up very much the same as before, round about the 7th or 8th round. Lennox Lewis makes me laugh. In later life, I have to be perfectly honest with you, I'm beginning to believe that Lennox Lewis was the greatest heavyweight of all time, mate. He's a real bad man, Lewis. And all of his fights, Lewis, the two knockouts that he suffered, he avenged them straight away in an era where there were so many great boxers. I struggle to believe that many of these boxers in this era that we're talking about now, the one Dubois up and coming, but Fury, Joshua, etc., I struggle to believe any of them could have beat up 5'6" Holyfield, Bowe, Lewis, definitely. Klitschko. You know, like in in the beginning, the Klitschko's came a little bit after the Lewis era. But Lennox Lewis, he was big bone, strong. Tyson, all of them, they was all really a bit scared. Lewis knew from childhood, from the early bits when he was training with everyone, that he could beat everyone up in training. So they knew that too. I don't know whether some of you know that. But Lennox Lewis, I'm telling you, in history, in any era, right? I believe now that Lennox Lewis was the absolute real deal, mate. Physically, boxing, IQ, punch-wise, taking punches. Any heavyweight can get knocked out with one punch if you miss. If you look at the two knockouts with Lewis, with McCall and Hasim Rahman, they both looked like they had their eyes closed when they threw those punches. But I thought I'll just let you lot know that I believe now that Lennox Lewis was in fact the greatest heavyweight of all time. See you all later on.